guys, what's up? So today we're going to be doing a video on how to get dewy looking skin through the winter time. I've been suffering with dry skin because it is so windy over here and it's winter and it's just dry, and my lips, my face, everything has just been dry. It's horrible. But yeah, so this video is just going to be about keeping your skin nice and dewy and glowy through the winter time when it's all dry and everything. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Master Prime. It has SPF in it, which I really love. But this is going to just brighten up the skin a little bit. So I'm going to just put it on my fingers and then put it everywhere, just like a little bit everywhere. But I'm going to really concentrate it right here. And then you just want to make sure you're bringing it up when you're massaging anything into your skin, because bringing it down and like dragging your face down and pushing it down is not good for your face if you want it to look nice and young and healthy for a really long time. And before I even did primer, I put on my moisturizer, and my face has been so dry lately. I did like my whole morning routine, and then I just added this E.L.F Daily Hydration Moisturizer. I just added that in and it has actually really worked. Then I'm going to be putting this Origins eye cream under my eyes. So I'm gonna just dab some on my finger and then bring it under my eyes. This is, it says refreshing eye cream to brighten and depuff. My eyes aren't puffy or anything, but I just want to make sure that they are brightened for this video specifically. It has like a little shimmer, which is why I don't use this all the time, only when I want it to be like nice and bright. But this thing is really awesome. The under eyes are super sensitive, and you don't want to cause any wrinkles under there, so you want to be gentle, very gentle, and then use your ring finger. Okay, so my primer's already on and good. We're good to go with that. Okay, so we're gonna go on with foundation now, the Dewy and Smooth Maybelline Fit Me in the color 310. So gonna just put this everywhere. And I like to put it on with my finger first and then go in with my sponge, because if I just put it all on my sponge and then go in, I feel like it takes up a lot of my foundation versus it being on my skin first and then going in with the sponge. That's just my personal preference though. And then always bring it down to your neck, because you want your foundation to match your neck, not your face, because I exfoliate my face every day. I use the Clarisonic. So my face is not the same color as my neck or the rest of my body, just because I'm always taking off like that dead skin and exfoliating. So it's not going to ever be the same as my neck. So don't ever try and match your foundation to your face, because it won't look right. It's always supposed to go to your neck. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the same primer I used, and I'm going to just put a little bit on that edge of the sponge. Literally just put a tiny bit on there, and I'm gonna just put it on my cheekbones and under my eye to make me look more glowy. Then I'm gonna bring a little bit on the top of my nose. Now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 20 Sand. This is like oh my gosh, my favorite concealer in the world. I cannot use another one. I'm so obsessed with it. It works better than some of the high-end ones that I've ever used. It's just really good formula. Obviously it's drugstore, so it's very cheap. I'm obsessed with it. I got the Maybelline Better Skin, but my face was so dry that when I used it, I didn't really get to see the whole how it really worked because my face was really dry. So I'm gonna use that again. And I always bring my concealer up on my eyelid as my base. And then I just set it when I'm setting my under eyes. It's just easier. It's 2-in-1 versus getting an eye primer and doing all that. It works just as good. And to set my under eyes, I'm going to go in with the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 and the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm obsessed with this little duo. I'm going to go in with this shade and this shade, just mix these two. And then bring it up on my eyelid. Just set my eyelid. And then set the rest of the places where you put concealer as well. Okay, so I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Ecotools Full Powder Brush, which I'm obsessed with this brush. And then the L'Oreal True Match Powder. Just very light. Okay, so now I'm going to contour with the Chanel No. 2 brush, powder and contour. Obsessed with this brush. It does the job so perfectly. And then go back in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I am going to take these two colors. Then I always go with the top part right here down. And then just a little on my forehead. So right here and right here. Just because when you highlight your face, it brings it out. So when you contour it, it brings it back in and it makes everything look nice and even and perfect. But I don't do this every day because, as you can tell, it takes a long time. Okay, so now I grabbed my Sigma Precision Tapered P86. Just has like a pointed tip. And I'm gonna go in with the same two colors that I went in for my contour on my face. And I'm gonna just do it on my nose. So I'm gonna bring it from the top up here, bring it all the way down. And then on the top of my little, I don't know, little nub right there, bring it on the top right there. You just want to make sure you blend everything though. So whenever I need like a dewy look or I just want to look like glowing, I always go for MAC Warm Soul Mineralized Blush, my favorite blush ever. Take my Real Techniques blush brush and just take it on the top of my cheekbone. So now I'm going to take the Chanel, I think this is like just an eyeshadow, I don't know, base, I have no idea. But it's in the color Convoitise. I have no idea. I will link it down below. But I'm going to just put it on my finger and then I'm going to just put it all over my lids. I'm going to go in with the M441 brush. I'm going to just take this into my crease. This Chanel color is so beautiful. Wow. And I'm going to bring it into the outer corner of my crease right here. And I'm trying to just concentrate it right there and then on the corner of my crease. Doing the same thing over here. I'm actually really obsessed with this Chanel color. It's so pretty and so simple to put on. I wish these Morphe shades had color or names so that I could tell you, but they don't. So I apologize. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little more of that Chanel color and put that on top on the inner corner of my lid, not the whole entire thing. But this thing really pops. Now I'm just gonna go in with my Morphe E28 and I'm gonna just buff out those edges with no extra product on there. Just making sure there are no harsh lines. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and brush through my eyebrows with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. MAC 219 brush, and I'm going to just pick one of these shadows, these little shimmery shadows. Actually, I picked 3, not 1. And I'm going to use it for my brow bone. Those same 3 shades I'm going to use to highlight my Cupid's bow. But to highlight my face, I'm going to go in with the Morphe M510. This is my favorite highlighting brush. So I'm really liking the highlight, so I'm actually going to do it on my face too. So it's just, this is the Morphe 350 palette, so it's the top 3 shades right here. So I'm just going to take that on the pause. I'm going to wet my brush. Woohoo, that was a lot. Now I'm going to go in with holy guacamole. This is really pretty. Try that. If you have the Morphe 350 palette, try those top 3 like shimmery shades. One's like a matte shade. They're not all shimmer, but it's really light and pretty. Lastly, I'm gonna go in with my eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes. Okay, so I literally put 3 colors on. I put the E.L.F Party in the Buff, and then I put the Anastasia lip gloss in Blushing, and then I put the Milani matte liquid lip in Adorable. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to keep your makeup looking nice and dewy through winter when you have dry skin. I know I've been having a lot of dry skin and it sucks, but just make sure you keep up with your routines and maybe add some like face masks to moisturize your skin a lot. I have some really good ones that I'm going to do a video on because it really helped my skin, and some other things I added into my skincare because I've been so dry. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next week on Monday with a new video. Bye guys. 14,000